to get rid of them. So now we have to put on that. There was a all of them take out and take them off. We're going to score inside.
Thank you.
We fed up.
Thank you very much. All right, so sorry to the people who are on YouTube. I don't know what causes that. I cannot explain. But I only want to apologize to you guys. We're back up and running on YouTube. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Guru, good evening.
Good afternoon.
What I hear in the is madness.
Who do we blame? Who do people that say Mr. Hines is a they say he's a failure, he's this, he is that, he's the next. People blaming him, people saying he's not doing anything in the ministry. On the Monday Night Forum, you hear all kind of things that I say about him. But now you're hearing how the guns coming in the country.
Listen, Pastor Google, you see those people, if I hear what I just heard and I know me mad, they're supposed to leave, and if they don't want to leave, get rid of them, but that could never be real. Another thing I want to say, the only place that you don't hear this is on this program. You realize outside of the information you don't be giving us. You never hear this nowhere else?
No. And the other radio stations that just want to play, they play in it. They just cut it in such a way that will still give you a biased view.
What jail is this? Listen, then people need to go. And if they don't want to go willingly, they need to get rid of it.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yeah, Uncle Sterling.
Peace and blessings. Pastor Google, I talked to you yesterday, you know. I talked to you yesterday, Pastor Google. I tell you, on a program I heard where customs in America find a package, Pastor Google, with guns and ammunition, Pastor Google. It's not the first time I hear the acting commissioner say that guns coming through the legal port at Trinidad
but the man not wrong. And then I listen on other stations where they're blaming him and they're saying he's the worst. I know he's this and he's that and he's the next. And those announcers are so lazy that they would not listen to this, you know. They will not play this. And you know what? You know what upsetting is that we allow people to destroy people's character, to destroy people's their whole their thrust, everything that they try to do to bring some kind of build Trinidad and Tobago. We have people destroying them. When the real people who is supposed to bring to account, nobody don't hearing them. Nobody in hearing this, you know. Nope. Let me tell you something. That's why I want to say it to you, Uncle Sterling, and I will say it and I'm not taking it back. Whoever people who feel that they want to take position and they want to be PRO and they want to be social media and they want to be whatever in the party of the People's National Movement, and you're not these things supposed to be on social media. You see this is supposed to be all over social media.
Yes.
But we're playing games.
But I was tell you, Pastor Google, yesterday, it have people playing games with the lives of citizens at Trinidad and Tobago. I tell you that yesterday, Pastor Google. This is no jokey thing, Pastor Google. It have the people out there wailing and weighing. You hear, Pastor Google, to see Trinidad and Tobago go under. You hear? You telling me a big pot, if a man could bring in seasoned chicken.
Remind them.
Man could bring in seasoned chicken, Pastor Google.
Remind them. And then when the chicken come in, what does he say? That not mine. The chicken is mine, but the weed is not mine.
But the seasoning and he own. And what come out of that? He
Nothing.
just go away.
Hey, let me tell you something. Nothing ain't come out of that. Mr. Manning talk about that. Mr. Manning brought up that in a press conference.
But they tried to kill Mr. Manning when he talk about Mr. Babe.
And then he said, Mr. Manning went as fast to say that the same man who bring in the chicken and say the weed is not his own, but the chicken is his own.
Yeah.
They get here board appointment. But will leave me alone, eh? Will leave me alone, eh?
if somebody could tell you, if we ain't win, go be blood in we street. Pastor Google, we don't listen.
No, we just hear, but we don't listen. And we have selective hearing, but you want to take me out, though.
Yes.
You want to get rid of me. You say I get paid.
Yes. They want to take out the Prime Minister.
Leave me alone.
They want to take out Mr. Hines.
Something wrong with we, you know. Something
they want to
wrong
take
with
out
we.
former Attorney General. Yeah. Because people dwelling, half of them, Pastor Google, I just wonder how they sleep in the night.
Comfortable. Comfortable. You trust me. Comfortable.
Aye. Pastor Google.
Then you have a good day, eh? You have a good day. You see me? That is why. Thanks, Uncle Sterling. You see me?
Yeah, brother, you take care for me, please.
Thank you. You see me? That's why I say, you know, I have to say, and whoever vexed, that your business. We playing games. Games we playing. Because you cannot tell me that, and I like how I want to play over Mr. De Freitas, you know. Because Mr. De Freitas would have brought us to a place of understanding how this thing started. You know? So wait, just now, I want to take it back to Mr. De Freitas. And I want a little listen to Senator Nigel De Freitas. Listen to him, Honorable Nigel De Freitas. Listen, for somehow you feel it's a joke. You understand? And all over social media, Hines must go, Hines must go, Hines must go. Listen who must go. Listen. Games.
I have sat on this Joint Select Committee of National Security for about 6 years, since 2015. We, both Member Richards and myself, have been here for that long. We've been to the Customs and Excise location in Port of Spain, as well as in the airport. We've treated with this narrative as it relates to the scanners. What I'm hearing now is not what we heard in 2018. What we heard in 2018.
Wait, eh? 2018, 19, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 years, right? 5 years, right? Listen to Mr. De Freitas, you know. Listen, you know. Only not listening, you know. Only playing games. Only want to listen. Only want to hear. Only want to hear. Listen, you know. And only telling me this not all over social media. This should be plastered all over social media. You understand? The Sunday press conference, the Monday night forum. I hear that there's have a press conference in the middle of the week. You see how we lagging behind? This no way on social media. No way. You understand? And if it's in a newscast, they cut out this part of the newscast. Yeah. Leave me alone, eh?
Was that the scanners, stationary and mobile, were donated. They were not being used. All OSH compliance was received. All that was required was a sign off by the union. A particular individual who was heading the union at that point in time refused to sign off to allow the workers who were already trained and identified to sit in that room, which Senator Richards and myself saw, to be able to operationalize these scanners. It was said at that point in time that the system used right now to check these containers when they came in were manual. They would go in and literally check, and it was supposed to be random. The scanners were supposed to beef up that system to allow you to check containers, because you're scanning it, you're going around the container. The driver didn't even need to come out of the vehicle. Oh no, he did, sorry. He had to exit the vehicle, but it would take approximately 8 to 10 minutes to scan a container, allowing you to scan more containers in a shorter period of time. All that was required at that time was a sign off by the union, which he eventually did. I am surprised in 2022 to hear that the scanners are down. I am telling you now that whoever donated those scanners would look at us and say, I'm not giving you any more. Because as far as I understand, the use of those scanners was not effective. The fact is, it's being said right now, and the TTPS is taking licks for it, that illegal firearms are coming in through the legal ports of entry. And the major responsibility for that is customs.
Earlier, I'm going for a break. I'm coming back. I'm upset, you know. I'm real upset. I'm upset. But I've taken me down. Trinidad and Tobago, we need to stand up. Stop allowing people to play us for fools. I'm coming back after the break.
We are The Street. The Street. The Street. 919 FM. The only radio station bringing perfect balance between entertainment and talk. Updating you with current affairs and social issues.
So what, we should just sit down and take the foolishness that's being meted out because of you feel that all you're real bad?
Right? Unlike his situation that I don't even want to go back and bring up and highlight.
You don't have a good record where that is concerned?
Having you in the loop with trends and entertainment. Providing music that lives on.
Darling, I feel the disco.
And spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul.
Satan soul for face. We're not taking that.
The Street. The Street. 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street. 919 FM.
My brothers and sisters of the People's National Movement, we ask for your kind support for Ronald Boynes as our next political leader of this, our great party. Vote for a man of purpose, a man of vision, a man that will support you, the members of our great party, on the 26th and 27th of November, and again on the 4th of December. Vote for Ronald Boynes. Vote for respect. Vote for empowerment. Vote for growth. Great is the PNM, and it shall prevail.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Right, I'm back with you guys. I'm back. Yeah, I was telling you about this kind of. You wasn't listening. I want you to listen. Listen to the program. You will hear. I want to say this, huh? Innocent people would have lost their lives in this country because of negligence. Because of people's negligence in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, every time I listen to the Honorable Senator Nigel Freitas, I'm feeling real hurt, you know. You know why? Because we blame people. We take chain up because of social media and because of the PR. You have PNM people saying that Mr. Hines is a failure. Mr. Hines cannot do his job. That's what you have people saying. You have people saying that. You have people donging on the man. You understand? Insulting Mr. Hines, the member of parliament. You have people saying all sorts of things about him. Right? And if it's not Mr. Hines, it's Dr. Rowley. You understand? But after you listen to Mr. Nigel Freitas, the Honorable Nigel Freitas, the Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, I will have him saying on here one of these days, you know. Because I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with Mr. Freitas. Very impressed. I am seeing a lot of you indicating that on the live. And I would like for you all to let me know if you think I should get him to come in. Because as a young man, you're hearing his passion and you're seeing his dedication for his nation. But put that aside. Putting those things aside. Oh, boy. You know, you just know when people praying for you, you know. You see, Mother Dolly and, let me say good afternoon to Mom Dolly in Palaseco and all the other elders from Torradale, the elderly ladies in Torradale who just be praying for me and thing. I want to tell all the prayers being answered, you know. Your prayers are being answered. Because all now I might have done breakdown. You know why? Because this is a serious thing. We are seeing the consequences of an open border in the sense that we always telling Dr. Rowley, oh, the border's open, the border's open, the border's open. The border's open, illegal guns coming in. And the commissioner of police saying, hey, it's not illegal, it's not illegal guns it's no illegal guns that coming in this country. It's through the legal ports that coming through the country, and we ignored him. People say all kind of thing about this commissioner. Oh, he passing the buck. But you're hearing for yourself. You hearing for yourself where this nonsense coming from. So, Mr. De Freitas, give us an outline. Mr. De Freitas gave us an outline. Listen carefully, you know. Listen carefully. Well, let us say Google on games. No, UNC could pay me. BNM could pay me.
I have sat on this Joint Select Committee of National Security for about 6 years, since 2015. We, both Member Richards and myself, have been here for that long. We've been to the Customs and Excise location in Port of Spain, as well as in the airport. We've treated with this narrative as it relates to the scanners. What I'm hearing now is not what we heard in 2018. What we heard in 2018 was that the scanners, stationary and mobile, were donated. They were not being used. All OSH compliance was received. All that was required was a sign off by the union. A particular individual who was heading the union at that point in time refused to sign off to allow the workers who were already trained and identified to sit in that room, which Senator Richards and myself saw, to be able to operationalize these scanners. It was said at that point in time that the system used right now to check these containers when they came in were manual. They would go in and literally check, and it was supposed to be random. The scanners were supposed to beef up that system to allow you to check containers, because you're scanning it, you're going around the container. The driver didn't even need to come out of the vehicle. Oh no, he did, sorry. He had to exit the vehicle, but it would take approximately 8 to 10 minutes to scan a container, allowing you to scan more containers in a shorter period of time. All that was required at that time was a sign off by the union, which he eventually did. I am surprised in 2022 to hear that the scanners are down. I am telling you now that whoever donated those scanners would look at us and say, I'm not giving you any more. Because as far as I understand, the use of those scanners was not effective. The fact is, it's being said right now, and the TTPS is taking licks for it, that illegal firearms are coming in through the legal ports of entry. And the major responsibility for that is customs. What do you guys have to say for that?
With respect to the maintenance of the scanners were maintained by the manufacturer, not by customs. So the fact that they are not operational in 2022 links back to the entity that has the contract with the manufacturer. And as with all things, scanners have a lifespan. And in 2022, the mobile scanners that we had in operation have outlived their lifespan. The need was to replace those existing scanners.
But you do understand what I'm saying, right?
I understand.
So let's walk the timeline again. Mm-hmm. Scanners are donated. They're not used because the union didn't sign off on it. The union, when we, Senator Richards and myself, and the last Joint Select Committee on National Security came and took a look and indicated and asked for an explanation as to why and kicked up a fuss, to use a colloquial phrase, the union then signed off on it. This was 2018, 2019, Senator Richards, correct me if I'm wrong. We are in 2022, and I'm now hearing from you all, nationally and live on TV, that 2 years later after we kicked up that fuss, they need to be replaced because they're obsolete. So, we got the scanners, didn't use them, fought to get them used by the union, and now you're telling me they're obsolete and need to be replaced. You understand why we're having a problem with this? Same time, illegal firearms are coming through the legal ports of entry in increasing numbers. So we ask again, I'm not asking the TTPS, they are after the fact. They deal with the firearms when they're already in the country. I'm talking to customs. Telling me that the scanners are obsolete and need to be replaced is not helping me. It's not helping the citizens of this country. What I want to know, and what every citizen of this country wants to know, that statement that is out there, it's coming through the legal ports of entry. You guys are customs. What is your answer for that?
The Customs and Excise Division, the comptroller, is attempting to have the scanners replaced as quickly as possible so that they can be operational. An RFP was designed and submitted, shall be submitted to Central Tenders Board for approval so that we can have the scanners operational.
Chairman, can I just a quick interjection?
Yes.
Good afternoon again, and thank you for being here. Was it, in terms of the operation of the Customs and Excise Division, would you have had information related to the lifespan of these scanners before they became obsolete? And if so, why wait until they become obsolete to start to do proposals and RFPs to replace them so that there's a gap in coverage? That is confusing to me as a professional organization.
Unfortunately, the procurement procedure is one that requires you to go through particular steps, as we would all be aware. I agree the timeliness is something that we should have ensured, that the replacement of the scanners should have been done in a timely manner, and we recognize that it would affect the safety of the citizens of this country. It's something that Customs recognize. But we are attempting, as we speak, to have the scanners replaced. The lifespan of the scanners was affected due to poor maintenance. Again,
you would have been aware of the poor maintenance issue while the scanners were in place. So all this information that you're bringing is not new. You're in charge. Scanners brought in, issues having them operationalized, lifespan being expired. Mm-hmm. There should be a timeline in project management so that there's coverage because of the critical nature of your operations. So the public hearing this is asking, well, why are we surprised that illegal guns are coming in? An agency is dropping the ball.
All right. Hello, good afternoon, caller. Hello, good afternoon. Caller? Caller? Caller?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, you see, what is sad about that, Pastor Gugu, is that the contractor had a person from China on spot.
What are you talking
all
about?
The time.
What you talking about? What you talking about, sir?
This scanner.
This scanner wasn't from China. This scanner was from America.
Pastor Gugu, the one on the port is from China.
Well,
okay?
That's not what they're saying in the GSC there. What they're saying at the GSC, what they're saying, sir, I'm just telling you what the GSC, I cannot go with what you saying. I have to go what they said by, and the two senators, the two senators are saying that Senator De Freitas and Senator Paul Richards are saying that we got those scanners donated from America, right? And the scanners were there. They were trying to get the unions to agree to sign off. The unions would have signed off on it, and in the meanwhile, the exiles, the custom and exiles did not continue maintenance on the scanners. They let the scanners stay there, and now the scanners has become obsolete.
Yes, I'm aware of the whole process and the facts that went on with that. You understand me? And they give them everything they needed. Everything they needed, they got. You understand me? And they allow that whole thing to be generated. As a matter of fact, that random system is a system for corruption. Like you say, police, customs, and the soldiers should be inspecting continually. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I don't know if you guys remember, Dr. Rowley and them had made a proposal to stop promoting public servants because of seniority. Right. Clearly, when you listen to the head of customs, this lady is out of her depths. She have no clue what's going on. And that is why we have so much problems in Trinidad. Because people getting promoted and they don't know what they're doing. She just look at her whole demeanor, the way she spoke. She wasn't even in control and in charge. You could see she's not somebody in charge of what's going on. She's just going along. And that is the problem that we're facing in Trinidad. Until we stop promoting people just because they have seniority and get competent people to run these departments, we will always be in this problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, Pastor Google, shooting from the hip, figuratively. Now, you see what's going on here? All the different ministries that people supposed to be functioning, they're supposed to have a joint committee checking out these issues also, because it seems as though it's a certain place of people want the country to go down, and everything is rowdy. Hines, the Minister of National Security is a whole trip. The next place I want them to go into is licensing. Going to licensing. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Colonel. Yeah, now, you see, and I've beaten home a point, you know. I've beaten home a point. You all, yeah, I got it. Thanks very much. You all cannot be telling me we're talking about going into elections and we want to make sure that the elections we ready. I want to say, you see this video? You see this video? You see this information not coming out? This should be on social media like yesterday. You see, yesterday when this happened, it should have been blast all over Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? It should have been all over Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what? We not on that. We on pettiness. We on fighting. We on joke. We jokey, as some people just say. You understand? So, hear all I'm saying, you know. This should be all over social media. And if you disagree with me, let me know. But I believe that the disrespect to Dr. Rowley and Mr. Hines and the commissioner for the state that we're in, where our murders are concerned, this video will surely show them as not being who people portraying them to be. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Hoover, good afternoon. Trinity on the line here.
Thank
the
you,
previous caller, education is definitely the key.
Yes.
And I passed through the ranks there because I hit in 75 just now. I work until 65. I work until 70 actually. And education. The lady really missing out on a lot of things. Sorry to say, but we're listening. Amen.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Goa.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thanks for bringing that information to us.
You're
Pastor
most
Goa.
welcome. You're most welcome.
You know, listening to the lady, I mean, this is an important issue, Pastor Goa. And she is being, questioned. This is your job, that you should be proud of being able to stand up and, talk about. And like it's no concern as though she's talking about, some simple thing. She's very cool and very calm as though there's nothing. And you're talking about the security of the country, Master Google. I mean, listen, you will never think that this is something you're talking about like weapons. Because I already saw a gentleman go on before and talk about a package that came from here, because I got the video on the internet where they opened a package that came from here, and it's a toolbox, and when they opened it, it was just stacked with guns.
Mm.
You understand, Pastor Google? So
Yes.
I don't think they need a fire from top Captain to Cook. Because just last week we heard Anil Roberts made a statement that he was not responsible for anything that happened under the sports thing, that confusion, right? But now, you see, only when it's PNM minister, they have to know what happened from top to the man who shined in the shoes or whatever, sweeping the floor. So people are being paid not to do their jobs. And I don't know when we will feel that we go to work and we must work for our money. But you see, once you work with the government, Pastor Google, as though you're free, you could do what you want to. You have no responsibility to say. You're not responsible to say, I'm working, I'm getting my pay, I must work for what I, when I get my pay, I must feel secure in knowing that I worked for it. And I'm not saying it happens with everybody. But somebody, but Pastor Google, this is frightening.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks again. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Somebody is saying to me on social media, somebody is saying to me on the live, right? I just want to read the statement that the person is saying. All right, hold on, caller. Hold on, please. Just hold on a minute. Somebody is saying to me on social media, here they saying, yes, but not on a PNM social media platform, Google. You are misleading. So let me understand this. So you're saying to me that people are saying on social media that the Minister of National Security is incompetent, the Prime Minister has hired an incompetent Minister of National Security, and the Prime Minister should take all the blame, and then you have people derailing and nastying the name of the commissioner. And on a JSC in the parliament, on a JSC in the parliament, you are saying to me, listen to me, don't put that on a PNM social media platform. Where is the Senator Nigel Freitas, who's a PNM, and an independent Senator, Paul Richards, is giving the country, here what's going on. This is what it is. This is what we fought for you all, but the customs dropped the ball. Don't put that on PNM social media. So then I could understand why we gain the licks we gain. That's why we gain. That's why people. I misguided pastor, because you're not supposed to put that out there now. Look, hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, darling, drink some water, darling. Pastor Google, put it on WhatsApp, put it on everybody's station, and let it hear. Because they're lying, Pastor, right on my head hurting me. And you see them fire all of them. Pastor Google are gone.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Oh, afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
Pastor, yesterday I was looking at the that same thing you're speaking about on the television, the parliamentary channel. And the same chairman asked the people from the customs, they should have played that part. If any of their family got shot by gun.
Well, you see, I don't have all the time in the world, but I can't play it. I will try and play. I'll try and find it, but as you know, there's so much you could really. I wanted to highlight the real essence of the discussion, which is why we have all these guns on the street. But as I said to you, the time is counting on me right now, and I still have to facilitate calls, so I really can't play everything. But people can go onto the Parliament channel and they can see it.
Okay, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, I go to you, Mr. Google.
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah, what's up, brother, sir? We do things for money. I uphold it wrong. In a sense that, all right, UNC all the wrong PNM do. You understand? PNM all the wrong UNC do. So we become I mean, I'm not saying all that, but we become sinners because we upholding wrong. We're not putting our foot forward in order to address the wrongs and them the right way, to get rid of them, to get the perpetrators. You understand? So if you understand what I mean, the who on top, you understand? Them just watching we and laughing because we fight against one another on the radio. So we all know the wrongs that we one another do, and we upholding it. Because it's standing there.
All right, but time gone. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. But thanks very much. Trinidad and Tobago, I'm out of here. Precious House is up next. I just get lost in it.
The weekend. Yo. It's a feel-good weekend. On the street.
I wanna make love to you.
Where we turn down the talk and turn up the music. Playing all your favorite songs and artists of yesterday and today.
We sing, say me after them before. When all the sun get red, I'm like a blazing fire.
Right here on the street, 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the street. 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street. 919 FM.
This is Ronald Boynes. I seek your support to be the next political leader of the PNM. I have chosen as my watchwords respect, empowerment, and growth. As I have traveled across the length and breadth of our country, I have listened very closely to the concerns of our party members. It has to do with alienation, disconnect, and disrespect between the ground troops, our foot soldiers, the very heart of our party, and those who currently hold the reins of power. After the hard work of putting our party in government, many of our members feel neglected, and some have become quite disenchanted, as nothing for you seems to be the order of the day. For many, it does not feel as if the PNM has been in government for 7 years, as their views on unemployment, infrastructure, and crime in their communities are simply not being heard, far less action. I pledge to bring the love, unity, and respect back to the membership of our great party. Your vote is your voice. Great is the PNM, and it shall prevail.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the street. 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Want to furnish your home in style? Stylus Furniture makes this possible. Shop using our affordable layaway options to purchase any of our modern sectionals, dining, living room, or bedroom sets, and receive a dinner voucher for 2 at Atelier's Restaurant and Lounge. For further information, contact us at 652-2542, 652-2688, and 790-1202. You can also visit any of our branches located at 101 Crackness Village, Princestown, and 51 Rushwood Street in San Fernando. Stylus Furniture, for the style in you.
You want to learn about all the 101 things we have to do right here in Tobago?
Then join us at the We Are Tobago Roadshow,
where all our local experiences,
our food, our people, and our culture take center stage.
We Are Tobago takes to the Sid Gray Stadium in Roxborough on Thursday, 1st December. You have from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And if you can't make it there,
we Head downtown to the Scarborough Esplanade on Tuesday, 6th December from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come support your local vendors
and meet with your tourism stakeholders.
The We Are Tobago Roadshow is brought to you by the Tobago Tourism Agency, the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities, and Transportation,
and the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association.
The We Are Tobago Roadshow is on. Remember, it's on Thursday, 1st December in Roxborough, and on Tuesday, December 6th on the Scarborough Esplanade. We Are Tobago.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife Nikki Garcia for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16 verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Introducing for the PNM internal election, the People's Champion.
Now it's time to vote Colonel John B. Don't make no mistake. Vote Pino Romeo. Vote the best you know. Vote for I hope my side chairman for you and I. Only champions we voting and we have more to bring. Rondell Dunnawa and Sally and Hold the Princess. Christian Fleming, Alicia Speed Island. Vote for champions, you know you can't miss. Tell Dr. Rolly we've got it. Yes, we are champions, yes.
On November 26th and 27th and December 4th, vote in the PNM's internal elections. Put your X by the big trophy cup. Vote the People's Champions.
And that was a paid political announcement.
Yeah. Miss Guarantee Share, we need you. Discipline, production. Tolerance. And that's all we need. Red Army. Yeah. We restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision. We don't make a decision. Yeah. We restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision. One love, no division. Yeah. Whoa. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. The Red Army for me.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in, so line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute Gadamawe, King Selassie.
91.9 is counting down 91 days of Christmas. Yes, 91 days of Christmas. It's karaoke, prizes to be won, giveaways. It's the 91 days of Christmas on the street. 919 FM.
I could sing a good serenade. Oh, it's Christmas.
Share the law. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram.